Hey everyone, it's Orly here with another QubicaAMF Tech Tip Podcast. This is a weekly podcast where I take you on a journey through the fascinating world of bowling technology and beyond. And if you've never tuned in before, make sure to go back and listen to some of the past shows. We have different special guests each week, whether it's someone maybe who runs a bowling center, maybe one of my fellow coworkers, like it is today. And what we're doing is we're just kind of giving you some information to help you with something, whether it might be, well, usually it's going to be tech related. There might be something that you need help with and you're like, let me give a call in, but you might hear it on the show here and be like, hey, I heard this on the latest episode of Tech Tip Podcast. So let me just go in there and fix it myself. So today we have Brandilynn Hubbard on the show. Brandy, thank you for joining the show.
Thank you for having me.
And Brandy, you want to start off by just letting everyone know what you do for QubicaAMF?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am the online training content and documentation specialist, which is just a long-winded way of saying that I help to develop all of the online learning resources that Cubica provides to its customers. Excuse me.
Okay. And, today, Brandy, what I wanted to ask you is, sometimes when you're a customer of a business, they give you, some extra information or they give you things you can log on to do. And sometimes you think back and like, man, I know they told me I had access to this and that, and sometimes you just forget about it. So today, what I wanted to ask about was, a lot of customers have access to an online learning, online learning, and some of them might not know how to log in. Some might have forgot they had that. Can you kind of share today how they can access that, and once they do access that, what's on there for them that they can learn?
Yeah, I'd love to. So, when they first signed up with Cubica, I don't know if they'll remember, like you said, but they did provide 3 names, maybe more, to the salesperson. And the salesperson will then give that to us, the online services department. And we're going to get you set up with Litmos, which is our learning management system. It's just the place that hosts all of these courses. Okay. So once we set you up with that, you're going to get an email. So just go back and look to see if you've gotten that. And it's from Litmos, Litmos. So that won't be from Cubica. Okay. So that's what a lot of people will be looking for, is our name. But really, they want to be looking for Litmos. And once they get that email, they're just going to click on the link to log in for the first time. They could reset their password to whatever it is that they're going to remember best. And then once they log in, they're all set. They'll have access to all of the courses that we in the online services department have already signed them up for. Okay. And like I mentioned earlier, what are some courses that they might be able to find on there? So everybody's different. It just depends on what you have requested when you originally signed up for everything. But, some of the more well-known ones that most everybody gets are like the center and terminal setup course or the price setup course. There's another course on Conqueror Web. You'll be able to see what you have. The moment you log in, you'll have access to what they call your dashboard. Okay. And then once you're in a dashboard, it'll all be organized for you. So you'll get to see what courses that you haven't started yet, anything that's in progress, anything that's been completed. So you'll be able to access all of that and see what it is that you need to do or have already done. Okay.
And, and once they get in there, like you said, there is a dashboard there. Are they able to request more courses at all? Or are they dropped new like each week? Is there some? Like, is there, how do they know what's coming up?
So they wouldn't have anything new unless they've taken all the courses and maybe they added on something additional themselves. If they have talked to their salesperson and said, hey, I need to purchase more training, and part of that training was online, then definitely they'll get access to more and it'll pop up right in their dashboard. But otherwise, there's no real requesting of new courses. We do put out new ones as needed. But again, that's something that they would really go over with their salesperson.
Okay. And if you have any more questions about this, if you need help with the access to it, feel free to reach out at successcoach@QubicaAMF.com, and we will get you taken care of and get you all set up. So Brandilynn, I just want to say thank you again for joining the show today.
Thank you for having me. It was a good time.
And hopefully we could get you back on again.
Thanks. Look forward to it.
We'll talk to you soon.